feel a prick in your conscience. You don't feel pricked at all. How do you dismember another human being? And that's a question I've been trying to answer since yesterday. However, there is a new development to that story, and you must have heard it. The suspect is saying he did not kill the lady. He did not murder the lady. He did not dismember the lady. He doesn't know how it happened. Yes, she was in his house. Yes, she came visiting, but is not the culprit. And something sparked in my head, and I'm thinking, could it be there is a syndicate? It's easy to have syndicates these days. Could it be that just like the car snatching syndicate we talked about yesterday during the big story session, there could be a syndicate going about looking for, vital organs, vital body organs? And why am I thinking in this direction? On social media, one of the popular Port Harcourt blogs posted 2 other ladies who have been said to be missing. They have been missing for quite some time now. Is it 2 or 3 now? I think they're about 3 now. And these 300 level Uniport students that was murdered, started the news started from she was missing before her body was found. And I'm thinking, could it be? And this is not to make you scared or walk around feeling fear, or like some people would say, what's the word they use usually? This is not to, oh my goodness, I'm trying to remember the word where they say you're trying to make the state look bad. No, but this is not one of those situations. This is not it at all. I'm just trying to raise caution so that everybody, is cautious and security conscious at the same time. All right. So, could this be that it could be, a syndicate going about looking for vital body organs? I'm thinking, I'm wondering what your thoughts are on that one. However, the suspect from yesterday has come out to say, I did not kill the lady. And it sounds something or somehow familiar, something like what's his name now? David West. Yeah, that's his name, right? It sounds like what David West did say when he was apprehended. Remember why am I stumbling on my words now? Remember when young ladies in Port Harcourt, or should I say parts of River State, were killed in hotels? Remember that story? Yeah. When he was apprehended, at first he confessed, and then he later said, I was not the one who did it. It wasn't me. Even though later he was sentenced by courts. I can't remember. I think life sentence. Is it to death? I can't remember now. But according to the story, Damian Okoligwe, the boyfriend of the late Uniport female student Justina Itwene, who is suspected of attempting to use her for ritual purposes, has denied having a hand in her death. Mr. Okoligwe, who is a 400-level petrochemical engineering student at Uniport, made the denial while he was being paraded at the police headquarters in Port Harcourt yesterday. So let's quickly take a listen. Hopefully I'll be able to catch my breath.
And I was trying to get rid of her body because I was thinking in my head that if I report this thing now, that I will surely be blamed for everything that is going on. So I was trying to wrap her body and then get rid of the body, which was very wrong of me to do. As I came back on that Wednesday to come and wrap her body, that was the Wednesday that the whole police issue came about. I took the wheelbarrow from the security guy because I wanted to use the wheelbarrow to dispose the body.
Okay, so he wanted to dispose the body, but he did not kill the young lady. That is the testimony of the person accused. Wow. All right. So what are your thoughts, basically? I mean, that's the new development, and it's a big story as far as I'm concerned, and I believe it's a big story for you as well. And also, there are other young girls missing in River State. Yeah, someone has given me a helping hand and has given me the word I was looking for. Ella from Port Harcourt. Thank you. I was looking for demarketing the state, actually. Thank you very much. I don't know if it is because it is Friday, but my vocabularies are failing me today. Well, let's go to the next story. Wike insists he made the right choice to support Tinubu as Douye Diri seen celebrating with President Tinubu. So it's no longer news. Yesterday, the Supreme Court gave its judgment on the electoral process that started in February and March 2023. And that is like the end of the road. Like Boyz II Men would say, that is the end of the road. And, the Minister of the FCT came out and said he did not regret. He still does not regret. He would not regret. He's happy he chose to be on the train of the president. And it's not about what political party it belongs to, but it's about ensuring that Nigeria develops, Nigeria grows. And he was talking with some members of the APC from Rivers State. Yeah. So some leaders of the APC from Rivers State paid him a visit, and he was now narrating to them how, it was important for him to have supported President Tinubu during the election period. So as seen on Daily Trust, I'm trying to quote him so you can get a solid perspective of what I'm trying to talk about. It promised to carry the Rivers APC and all Nigerians along. He said he would not discriminate against anyone on the basis of religion, ethnicity, or political affiliations. Let me say clearly and to everyone, we owe a duty to continue to support Mr. President, irrespective of the political party we belong. It is not hidden my position, and I owe nobody no apologies that I stand firm with him. I stand for equity, fairness, and justice. I thank God today that the battle has ended to the glory of God. We are all members of the Nigerian state, and therefore it's important for all of us to also understand that the Nigerian state does not belong to a particular person or group. A country of this nature, if A takes the next opportunity, should go to B, inclusivity. So I am not going to discriminate against anyone. I'm here for Nigerians. I'm here for those who are members of political parties and those who are not members of any political party. Mr. President, having emerged, is not the president of APC, is the president of Nigeria. Of course, while he is governing Nigeria, he must also take care of the interests of his political party. No one can argue that. It is natural. But when it comes to governance, Nigerians must benefit. And listening to the speech of the former governor of Rivers State, I began thinking, what is really going to happen next? Is he going to go back to the PDP and, wrestle power? The ongoing battle between him and Atiku. And now Atiku is lost at the Supreme Court. Is he going to go back to the PDP and try to control the party, or will he now leave the PDP, leaving the party in rambles? I'm wondering. I'm wondering what will happen next. What would be his next move? But yesterday, seeing Douye Diri at the Villa surprised me, shocked me. I mean, it was there with some other, APC members congratulating the president, and then I'm thinking, is Douye Diri not of the PDP? His party just lost at the Supreme Court. Should he not be consoling his candidate, his presidential candidate? And then I just realized in politics, indeed, there is no permanent friend, there is no permanent foe. Most likely, he wants to tour the path of the Minister of the FCT, move with the winning team. Chill with the big boys, like we say in our parlance. Yeah, I think that's what he wants to do. Or maybe is soliciting support from the APC, given that the governorship elections in Bayelsa State would hold sometime next month, November 11 to be precise. I don't know. How does this play out? His political mentor, can I say that, or should I say political godfather, the former governor of Bayelsa State, the immediate ex-governor of Bayelsa State, Sarah Kate Dixon, may not like that move. I suspect may not. I mean, because I suspect he's in the camp of Atiku Abubakar in the PDP. May not like that move. However, I want to see. I want to see what will come out of this. I mean, it's just a congratulatory message. We tend to read deep meanings into political happenings in the country. Maybe it was just in the what did they say again? I was just in the neighborhood. It was just in the neighborhood and decided to pay the president a visit, a congratulatory visit. But I can't help but wonder. Imagine if this did not go the way of the president. What would have happened to people like the former governor of Rivers State? And, people like Douye Diri that have exposed where their, support lie. They were found in the villa. What do I know? Final big story. What do I have? Final big story. Court says IPOB not a terrorist group. This is heavy. This is weighty. Wow. Court says IPOB not a terrorist group. So you remember in 2017, then it was Malami, right? That was the Attorney General, and he prescribed IPOB, said the activities were that of a terrorist organization. Now, according to what I understand from the court judgment, the High Court judgment, the prescription started with the Southeast governors. I didn't even know up until I read, the report on the High Court judgment. It started with the Southeast governors saying, we're tired of this group. This group have got violent tendencies. They are, causing problems in the neighborhood, in our surroundings, in our locality, and we deem them a terrorist group. And about 3 days later, the Attorney General decided to prescribe IPOB as a terrorist group. I remember I was working for another radio station at the time, and I asked the question, does the Attorney General have the right, have the power, even if he's the Minister of Justice, does he have the power to prescribe a group, or is it the court that should prescribe, the group? And then later, they went to court and the court solidified the prescription. And now, if a federal high court has come out, is it a federal high court, a high court in Enugu State, I stand to be corrected, has not ruled that the prescription of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, by the Southeast Governors Forum is illegal. I don't know. How will this play out now? Will the federal government embrace this judgment, or will the federal government go to courts to appeal? That's the Court of Appeal, to appeal this judgment. Given recent activities, especially activities sponsored by Simon Ekpa, will all of those things affect how the federal government will look at this court judgment? Because I am one person who has been calling for peace, who has been calling for dialogue, who has been saying, let's find a way to ensure that we have development in the Southeast, because that is the most responsible way, to end the conflicts and the crisis in the Southeast. But what do you think? Do you think, this is a welcome development? This is going to help the Southeast? Do you think this will, begin to reduce the conflicts, the crisis, the battles in the Southeast? I'd like to hear from you, but first there's a commercial break. After the commercial break, we'll open the phone lines and you and I will interact. Stay tuned.
Hello there.
with Kalada Kurubatabo 92.3 Nigeria Info. I should start by apologizing to all of you for all my stumblings and all the vocabularies I've not been able to use. Apologies. I know it sounds terrible to hear, but I promise to improve along the way. I promise you. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe because it's Friday and usually I shut down on Friday. But hey, we've got a conversation for development to have, and so I can't shut down just yet. So if you're joining us just now, we have been looking at the big three stories, and I did mention the first one has got to do with the murder of the 300 level Uniport student and the suspect, or the person who was caught with the body, saying he did not kill and he did not commit the murder. However, I'm thinking, could it be a case of a syndicate of people who traffic human organs, vital body organs? Could that be the case? Because according to a popular blog in Port Harcourt, 3 more young girls are missing, and nobody knows where they are. And I hope that they are found and they are not found dead. We pray a lot, and so I can't help but pray. And then there is the second one, and the second one has to do with the former governor of Rivers State, now Minister of the FCT, saying he does not regret his political standing during the election. He said so, and he said that he's just going to be a minister for all. Is going to make sure governance trickles down to everybody, irrespective of the political party, irrespective of where you're from. And I'm thinking, could that be a subtle statement to saying, I'm going back to take control of the PDP? What happens to the PDP now? Will Atiku stay and try to take control of the party? I mean, so many questions in my head, because usually when Atiku, participates in an election cycle like he did this year, he usually, would take a break, go for hiatus, and we don't get to see him for a while. Then there is another election cycle, and then it pops up, and would that be the situation now? And then we moved on to the final one, where a high court in Enugu State has said, hey, slow down. IPOB is not a terrorist organization. And I'm asking, will this help the situation in the Southeast, the insecurity situation in the Southeast? Will this help it? I mean, how does this even affect the court case, the Supreme Court case, that will come up in December concerning Nnamdi Kanu, who is believed to be in charge of the organization IPOB. Okay, so I'm going to open the phone lines now. Let's get your thoughts. I hope people who called in yesterday to say, oh, the judiciary is something else, and now having had this judgment would not change their mind. I hope they would stick to the judiciary is something else. 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. And by the way, I'm watching the TV before me, and I'm seeing Douye Diri, the video of Douye Diri shaking hands with the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. By his side is the former governor of Rivers State, Wike, and of course shaking hands with Abdullahi Ganduje, APC national chairman. So could he be following the footsteps of the FCT minister? Could he be saying, you know what, Atiku has lost, I shouldn't be in a sinking boat, it's time for me to what do you think? For WhatsApp messages, use the number 0809 0306416. Of course, we're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH. We're live on YouTube, Nigeria Info PH, and we're active on X, Nigeria Info PH. I've got Emeka. Emeka is calling from Owerri. Let's take a listen to what Emeka has to say. Emeka, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Let me start by the weakest style of politics. Honestly, I can't understand what Wike is saying or what he's saying.
All right.
And let's wait. But as far as I'm concerned, the type of politics he's playing may have and let me leave it at that.
But look at it. Has it not paid off? I mean, the politics has paid off, right? I mean, he's benefiting, is it not?
unless if he's planning to end his politics career or at this level he is now.
Okay.
Otherwise, if he has, that's the 3 days. The Northerners get annoyed with him somehow, no matter you call it Gumi or whatever.
Okay.
Gumi stand is the stand of the majority of the Northerners.
But the Northerners have come out to challenge Gumi and said that was a wrong stand, political or religious stand. A lot of people from the North are attacking Gumi. I mean, I don't know. But just go ahead. Go ahead with your thoughts, please.
They are saying so now. You know, you need to understand Nigeria politics.
Okay.
When anything happens to him to go to North to campaign, and the way he's doing it now, I see, you need to understand Nigeria politics. They will remind him of this. Unless he's intended to career at this level.
All right.
Let me leave that one and go to the issue of reform. You ask a question. How is governor society? Yes. What happened that time was pure political.
Okay.
From Malamio to Buhari and all of them. Even the way Donald Trump to shoot and all those things. Everything that transpired that time, pure politics against Nanika and the cohort. I'm not shocked for that reason coming from court.
Okay.
If you look at the real cost of the case against Nanika, all of them has been trash. All of them has been nullified.
Okay.
It's just that the Malami and the Buhari just decided to do what they did. See the passage of that what they call terrorist. And just under 2 3 less than hours, it passed and it hasn't taken effect. So what they did that time was just a politics. I'm not surprised for that court.
All right,
and I can be able to predict the Supreme Court on this.
No, I'm not going to allow you to predict it. I'm not going to allow you to predict it. Thank you very much, Zion from GRA. Welcome. What is on your mind? Let's get to hear your thoughts, please.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, KD.
Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome.
Congratulations to the president
okay.
for the victory. Now, for the issue of the slain girl in River State, I think we should not just have these hasty conclusions.
Okay.
That is for ritual killing. In my view, I think an autopsy should be carried on the corpse.
Okay.
For us to ascertain the true death. Because look at the version of the story. It is we that concluded it's ritual killing.
Okay. You concluded. Me, I said organ. You concluded. Zion, you concluded ritual killing. Me, I said organ harvesting. So I don't know. We on two different sides. But go ahead.
A lot of things are happening.
Okay.
Don't forget. As he said, he was scared and he left. Someone else will have carried that job.
Okay.
From nowhere.
Okay.
Now, for the issue of IPOB, I think the President Muhammadu Buhari administration was too hasty to tag IPOB, an organization that is an elitistic organization, where you find reverend fathers, where paramount rulers were there, educationists were there, businessmen were there, mentioned fields of industries. You tag them terrorist organization here in Nigeria, but the same people are carrying out their protests and processions in Asia, in America, in UK. So who is not telling us the truth?
All right.
Doesn't mean that the then administration has a malicious approach towards that organization. Doesn't mean they were not capable enough to engage them intellectually. Doesn't mean that they just for once they bully a set of people under the bench. But today, I think the courts have spoken. So who is going to pay this 8 billion naira?
There's still the Court of Appeal and Zion. There's still Court of Appeal and Supreme Court. But I've got to let you go at this point, Zion. I've got Eric. Eric is waiting from Gukana. I'm sorry, Eric. Welcome on the show, please. Welcome. What's on your mind?
Okay, Canada. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Eric.
Sorry, I want to look at the case of this girl that was murdered.
Oh, okay.
The statement the police are saying from the angle of the boyfriend, I don't just understand. Why was he wanted to grab the body?
He said he was scared that
in his own house.
She came to visit him. She's probably his girlfriend or something.
Visiting from where? How long did he leave the house? That is coming visiting. and you discover what happened to your own girlfriend that you have lived with for a while, and you never took any action, and you want to stab the body for what? You never raised any alarm. You never complained to the police. The key of the house was with who? And on
interesting. Yeah, was with who?
And who are the people that took the key from him? At what time? How? You see, all these kind of things. The police should not take issues like this.
So Eric,
very sensitive.
Eric, you're saying that may be more people involved. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, what I'm saying.
Interesting.
They might have committed the crime, leave the scene for a while, only to come back after the discussion to dispose the body.
Yeah.
So it's not him. A lot of people are behind.
Okay. All right then.
So they should get hold of him. They should mention the rest of the people, so that the people will have confidence in the police.
Okay. All right
and
then.
they should do thorough investigation.
All right then.
And get the people to be acquainted with the information. The issue of Chikamso, the issue of
I remember
Gracious David West.
Yeah.
There are similar issues like this.
Yes, true.
You understand?
Yes, true.
So that of our former governor is now currently the minister of FCC. He has not made the wrong point, but he should help to advise our president. And many Nigerians are very hungry. I can speak to you.
Okay.
Apart from the cost of fear and the gas that is affecting a lot of persons, if you look at it, what about if the people that are working are complaining? What about those who does not have anything to do and they don't receive salary from anywhere in the country? So now that the cases have been put to rest, let governance start. In short, they should kickstart it in a manner that Nigerians who voted, if actually, according to their statement, voted for the president, should also smile as they are smiling.
All right.
So that the country will now move. According to some people, the permanent side. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much, Hector. Eric, rather. I've got Hector from Ogbogoro. Hector, welcome.
Thank you, baby. The Justina kidney, the Uniport girl. According to the guy, he wake up and saw her body. They are hearing different versions. Now, the question I want to ask, why harbor a girl in your house? Is she a sister? She's not your sister. Now, you found her dead. You now dismantle her body. What you have done, the right thing to do is why not call the security? Why not involve other persons immediately and raise alarm? But rather, you choose to dismantle her body parts. I think more investigation should be carried out.
All right then.
And on Douye Diri, it is politics, and the former governor of Rivers State case. Politics, they said, is interest, is personal. So whatever decisions the former governor has made, I think it is interest. And
all right then.
It is not wrong. It is a wise decision. So let us face governance now that the legal tussle has come to an end.
All right. Thank you very much, Hector. I've got to let you go at this point. On Facebook, Thank God Ability Atwebu says PDP members should go back to the drawing board and re-strategize. The just concluded presidential election has taught PDP members a big lesson. I'm expecting PDP family, Atiku Abubakar himself and Peter Obi to congratulate Tinubu on his Supreme Court victory. It will cost them nothing. All right, that's what I have on Facebook, but I've got a lot on WhatsApp. Some other person helped me with the word, the market. Okay, so other person sent me another story that one of the missing girls, one of them has been found. Say she eloped with a boyfriend. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's look at more messages. Another person sent me the marketing. Oh my. From Anonymous, will Wike keep to his words? Will he not be another monster to the APC in 2027? PDP made him who and what he is since 1999 as he came back from NYC, but today it seems to be bigger than the party that made him. This man has said so many things in the past without keeping to his words. Will he not have the interest to fight against the APC if things no longer go his way by 2027? Let's go to the next WhatsApp message. Man of the people, greetings. Wike insists he made the right choice to support Tinubu now that the Supreme Court has given their verdict. Can Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi congratulate Tinubu on the issue of Governor Diri seen celebrating with Tinubu in Aso Rock Villa immediately after the Supreme Court judgment shows the power has changed hands at the center? Many of the people, or man of the people, if you can't beat them, better join them. From Tango Ability at Twigbo. All right. This one says the greatest problem of Nigeria is the judiciary. Until the lawyers learn to say and stand for the truth and justice, we're not going anywhere. And then you said it is so disheartening to hear how that a human being can take the life of a fellow human being in that manner. Where is our conscience? May God help us, he said. Ezekiel Isaiah, thank you very much. And this one says, greetings, Mr. Kalada. Killing of the 300 level Uniport student. No one can be trusted again, not even the so-called boyfriend. So my advice is ladies should desist from visiting their male friends in their private residence. Thank you, from Hannah. All right, Hannah, thank you. This one says, good day, Mr. Kalada Kurubatubo. I don't get that part. Said the denial of killing a female Year 3 student of Uniport by a boyfriend is a mere statement. Unbiased investigation should be set up by the Commissioner of Police, River State Command, to investigate the boyfriend in question, and if found guilty, let him face the music of the law. Owanate Clinton West. All right, this one says, greetings, Canada. I think the Enugu State High Court did a friendly joke because in the Nigeria judicial system, the Enugu State High Court and the Federal High Court in Abuja that approved the application by the federal government that prescribed IPOB are courts of coordinate jurisdiction. Therefore, the decision of the Enugu State High Court is nothing but a friendly joke. Chief Nyesom Wike should stop seeing his position as an elected office. He's an appointee. Emi Fiaga. Okay. All right then. Okay. This one says the killing of a 300 level, you should have said, a 300 level student in Port Harcourt is a sacrilege. Hence, I urge the police to ensure that proper investigation is carried out to unraveling everyone involved in this dastardly act against humanity. All right, I'll go back to the phone line. So someone has just said one of the 3 missing girls that I saw online have been found. One of them have been found. I'm hoping the other 2 will be found as well. But let's get to hear your thoughts. Which of the big 3 stories piqued your interest, and what are you thinking? 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Remember, we're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH. We're active on X, Nigeria Info PH, and we are live on YouTube, Nigeria Info PH. Drop your messages in the comment section, and I would love to read them, but you can send a WhatsApp message to 080.
My name is from
All right, welcome then.
I have to congratulate my president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his victory yesterday.
Okay.
That is what I was been saying often and on, that it's not possible for a sitting president to be removed by civilians, apart from military government, military that come up to overthrow him, or by the special grace of God, maybe by God removing him. Apart from that, no way. I've been saying it time with that number on media. So I congratulate him. But what I'm trying to say right now, Tinubu should carry everybody along, whether those people who do case with him or not, he should carry everybody along. Right. And should ensure that the price of things is coming down, because people, we are suffering, we are dying in hunger. It's not good for everybody in Nigeria to die because of hunger. He should try to make sure that things should come down, the price of rice, and he should fix the refinery. That is what we need, good governance. We don't need the misunderstanding in Nigeria. Nigeria is one family. So I'm begging him to do something new. Thank you very much.
Israel Igbo, thank you very much. I've got the Real Gift calling from Port Harcourt Township. The Real Gift, welcome on the show.
Good afternoon to you, Chief K.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much. Chief K, let me talk on the issue of the killing of this level 300 students.
Okay.
And the statement of our boyfriend. I think sometimes, even when you want to commit a crime, you should be clever and know what to do or what to say, because any chicken that decides to visit the house of a native doctor has made up his mind to die. And so before he did what he did, he don't know the consequences. Now, just like you said, what if it is a syndicate of organ harvesting in this side of the divide now? And that's why the good thing is that he was caught, and it should be investigated thoroughly with sincerity of purpose. So if there are others behind this act, they should be arrested, because the earlier the better. Because when flood swallow short persons, it might come for the tall ones, because you don't know who will be the next person. For me, it's really unfortunate. We are talking about car snatching, which we spoke about, I think, yesterday or the other about.
Yesterday.
Now, organ harvesting in Port Harcourt. We are the one make we go.
All right.
Let's get money to Japan now.
All right, then.
Thank you very much.
Real gift. Thank you very much. I've got Robin from HA. Robin, welcome on the show. What is on your mind, please?
Thank you, brother. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Robin.
Firstly, on the issue of the young lady that was murdered, that's a case of organ harvesting or ritual. It's too early for anybody to conclude, including the police. They should continue with their discreet investigation.
All right.
To me, let me suggest to the Nigerian police, they should go further, firstly, to find out who paid the money for that apartment. Because we were told that we just passed a week before the incident.
Yeah.
That house, that was a proper budgetary celebration. So police should go ahead to find out who pays money. Who is the landlord? How was the money paid? If they go ahead to find out and ask these physical questions, I bet you we're going to hear more stories.
All right.
Because this young man, as we were told, was living somewhere around Omagua, around the school area.
Yes,
before he moved to that
something
place.
like that.
Students of level 400, 24 years old. So police should go deeper to ask questions. Good afternoon, Canada.
Thank you very much, Robin, for your thoughts there. Fortune from Port Harcourt. Fortune, welcome. What is on your mind? Yeah, Fortune, welcome. Let's hear you. Can you hear me, Fortune?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
About the guy that killed his supposed girlfriend. You see, at times when you have an apartment, you need to screen those coming in to live in your apartment. That's why I saw the video, and a 400 level student living in such apartment.
Fortune. A 400. Can you hear me, Fortune?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
A 400 level student can actually live in an apartment like that. You never know. We're in a tech society these days, and I mean, there are jobs that people can do, without necessarily going to the offices physically. They can work online. They can work from their houses. So there is that possibility that someone can have such.
I truly don't want to go deep into this argument.
Okay, all right.
But let me just align with you, because if we go deep into this argument, we'll talk for long.
Okay, all right.
So I was saying the police should, investigate this, because you can't tell me you left the house, someone was dead already, you left the house. But nothing is adding up. It's not adding up. So the police should investigate this so we can know what is really happening in Port Harcourt.
Right.
Port Harcourt used to be a very cool place, but from what we are seeing from car snatching now, ritualists, Yahoo boys, and all that, it doesn't make sense. So the police should help us in this time. Then let me also talk about the former governor of Rivers State.
Yeah, quickly, please.
Let me congratulate our president, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, on his victory. But I want to advise he should he should carry everybody along.
All right.
We are Nigerians, and we expect much from him. At this time, he should know that he is no longer the president or the flag bearer of APC. He should see himself as the burden bearer of Nigerians.
All right.
And knowing that we are going through a lot. We know he met lots of rubbish in the system, but he should know that he has nothing to lose again. His age, he has his children, he has attained the highest height in politics.
Unfortunately, I have to let you go at this point. Really, I'm sorry. I've got a commercial coming up, but I get your message. You should carry everybody along and not make it a partisan affair. I've got a few more messages. I can't read them now, but when I do come back, or probably the open season, I get to read some of these messages and we continue our conversation for development. Up next, after the commercial break, business news, and after the business news, we'll still talk some more about some political matters. Stay tuned.
Nigeria Info will be right back.